everybody. I'm John Monino with Milton Township and the Township Officials of TooDuPage. I'm here today with the president of TooDuPage Officials, and he's also the supervisor of Wayne Township, Ramey. How are you today, Randy?
Very well, John. Thank you for having me on.
It's going to be great discussing a lot of stuff with you. I'm working hand in hand with you, and it's exciting to work with you, and you really get a lot of stuff done and make sure that other townships follow in between. What are some of your main responsibilities here in Wayne Township?
As the township supervisor, you run the day-to-day operations of the facility. We have responsibilities by law, which is the assessor's office, the general assistants, and the highway.
Okay.
And then we've added other departments such as the senior center, the food pantry, and a variety of other programs that we manage, such as mosquito abatement, the cemetery, and veterans programs. So it's busy, helping people throughout the township.
And you serve very well.
Thank you.
To come to several of your events, and it always a great turnout. How long have you served as the Wayne Township Supervisor?
I've been supervisor for 3 years. Was elected at the last election. The supervisor was here, decided to retire, and he asked me if I would do it. And he says, "You're the only one who knows what's going on." I said, "Well, sure, I would do that." Which kind of where I started. I mean, I was a township trustee back in 1998. I was appointed, and then I served for 7 years, and then I was appointed to be the state legislator later in the area. So I served for that as 8 years, and then took some time off, and then got back into government service here with the township.
We were going to roll right into that, but
Yeah.
that's okay.
Well, I think it rolls right off the tongue when you start talking about it, right?
It's wonderful, and you just have you wear a lot of hats even though you don't have one on, but I do see the St. Louis Cardinals here. You're a big fan of St. Louis?
Big fan. I grew up in Central Illinois.
Okay.
My grandfather had season tickets for the Cardinals, so we went down there all the time. Been to 8 World Series games. So I had a lot of fun with that before the Cubs won theirs, with all my friends who are Cub fans and, of course, White Sox fans. I always used to joke that we'd win a World Series at our new ballpark before the Cubs did. We did it twice. So, but, baseball is great and helps build friendships and kind of what township government does.
Oh, well said. Well said. What are some of your achievements as far as supervisor currently?
Well, when I came on board, the first thing I did was sit down with our directors and ask them, what are their needs? The first thing out of their mouths was room. We need more room. Second thing was an electrical sign, and then a variety of other needs they talked about. So I knew, a couple of years before I came on board, that the town, during an annual town meeting, voted to allow the township to borrow up to $3 million to renovate the building and create space. Mm-hmm. So I took those plans and reviewed them and found there was a lot of waste in it. And we actually borrowed $1.5 million and spent $1 million on the renovation of the building, creating more space than what was originally asked or designed for, sure, and making it more a usable building than what we used to have. So with that money, we expanded our senior center, put in 2 new bathrooms for the seniors, so it was closer for them instead of having to walk across the building. And we added 2,800 square feet to our food pantry. So with that expansion of the food pantry, we've been busy, helping the people of Wayne Township. We're adding more products, doing more programs, and part of that restructuring, rebuilding of our facility, we were able to get a $335,000 grant to help with that construction. So it's working with my staff and having the knowledge as a legislator, being able to know where to go,
yes,
to get things and get things accomplished for less than what was originally priced out to help our constituents save property tax.
We appreciate you being fiscal conservative.
Yes.
Very nice that you do that. How have you seen township government aiding people?
Well, through this whole pandemic issue, the townships have stayed open, basically through the food pantry.
Right.
We've had a huge increase of people needing food. Where we would used to serve 150 families, now we're serving 400 to 500 families. Or I should say people. It's 150 families, so it's about 500 people.
Sure.
And the increase of our general assistance and our emergency assistance. So the township, that's what they were set up. That was one of the main things they were supposed to do, and that's what we've been serving the people most with. Our assessor's office has still been open and helping people with their assessments because that came through this whole pandemic.
Sure.
But it's been an overall outreach into the people of need, and that's where the townships have stepped in and helped.
That's great. Where do you see the future of Wayne Township coming into township government?
Well, my idea here is to help Wayne Township government grow. I think there are more things that we can be doing to fill the gaps between municipal and county government.
Sure.
State government has their own responsibilities. County government has their own responsibilities. And of course, obviously, the municipals do. But the county can take on more where these other governmental agencies cannot. We do our own mosquito abatement here. We take care of our cemetery. We have the senior programs. We serve over 900 seniors with our programs. No municipality or county is going to take care of those individuals. Right. We have our veterans program where we have over 100 veterans that we help make sure that they're getting everything that they need, not only through general assistance in the food pantry, but making sure they have their contacts with the VA and make sure they're accessing the programs that they can to help them move forward with their lives. So with that, we've looked into a mental health board. Two townships around us have adopted those mental health boards, Hanover Township and Bloomingdale Township. So we already have what we call WAYS, which is the Wayne Winfield Area Youth and Family Services. So there's a township, two townships working together with this program. So I think we can add a mental health board into that program, which will then be able to serve more of our constituents in an area where there's a lot more concern with mental health and more people are aware of the issues. So we want to reach out and do something of that nature.
That's wonderful. Maybe you could talk a little bit about that little table that you have for the veteran. That's a wonderful tribute.
In many areas, you'll see the missing soldier tribute. And so we have one set up for ours, with the plate, the lemon, the salt, the rose, everything, and the tilted seat, everything to recognize the soldier that hasn't come home. We want to make sure that we keep veterans close to our heart. Yes. And that's why we have these veteran programs, and we developed the Veterans Hall. We took pictures of all our veterans that are members here with the American flag, and they brought their enlistment picture with them if they still had it, or a picture of them in service. So it was fun for them and for us to see, and then they start talking and we hear all the stories. So it's reconnecting with our history, with our veterans, and making sure they know that they're appreciated and remembered. So that's exactly why we put that together.
Well, you definitely honor them, and it's an amazing thing. We'll definitely be getting a beautiful picture of that after this and show the people what you've done and how you did it. It's a great tribute. How has Wayne Township dealt with this COVID-19 pandemic?
Well, it was originally when the state shut down, the government had to shut down, but we couldn't shut down all because of the general assistance and the emergency assistance that we offer, and of course the food pantry. So we've had to change our scheduling, how we use people, especially our volunteers, because a lot of them were seniors, and they were, of course, in the high-risk age group. So we had to bring other people, make sure that we're all properly attired with face masks and hands, and we got the sanitary lotions and such to make sure everybody's safe. But, we had to do outreach, and we had to get more donation. We had to get monies through the CARE Act from the county. So it's just keeping those contacts available. Our county board member, Jim Zay, has been very helpful in bringing those dollars back to the township. And it's just keep working with everybody and making sure that our constituents know that we are still open. So we, through Facebook, through our website, through emails and direct mail, we've told our people that the township is still working. If you are in need, come to us. We do a lot of work right now through appointment only, but call, we'll set it up. We're available to help you. We sent out 150 letters to our veterans to make sure that they understand that we have programs and stuff available for them, so that they are getting what they need to survive. So it's been hard, but we great staff, great access to our county representatives and our state legislators too. In this whole process, they have been helping us with information and getting us part of the federal funding through other grants from the state. So we're expecting about $350,000 to help with us on a new vehicle for all the work that we've been doing with our food pantry.
Sure.
They're helping us with our cemetery, needing some pavement out there because it's all mud and rock and it's a mess. So we want to thank them for keeping us in their thoughts too with the funds that are being distributed out for this pandemic.
Wondering, since I do serve with you, you are the president of township officials. We do get a lot of information that a lot of the people don't. So this is a way and means to get them that information. Would you be willing to come back and give us some updates here in the near future?
Absolutely. And if people are looking, obviously, you can go to your local township's website. We're on Facebook. The township officials of DuPage County have a website, and it has a Facebook presence. So the information's out there, and people can reach out, find who to contact, how to get the information, and contact directly to their townships. So I'm happy to come back.
This is John Monino with Milton Township and the township's officials, with the president of the township officials of DuPage, Ramey, Wayne Township Supervisor. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you, John. Appreciate the time.